What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter, Bob Arum, who promotes Olympic two-time gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko, 15 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, stands at 5'7" with a 65.5-inch arm reach. With that said, last time we saw Lomachenko in the ring was June of this year when he took on defeated Nakatani and got his TKO stoppage victory. With that said, it's being reported that Lomachenko will be back in the squared circle in December 11th actually, and Bob Arum had it has been linked that IBF former lightweight world champion, superstar boxer or star boxer Richard Commey was going to be the opponent. Now Bob Arum is changing his tune, okay, or changing the, he's changing the station on the Richard Commey situation, and now he's saying Lomachenko is interested in facing off against undefeated WBC lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who's 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins by way of knockout, 22 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach on December 11th. So Bob Arum is saying that Devin Haney is part of the plans for Vasily Lomachenko. Now we know Vasily Lomachenko, he wants to face off against his rival nemesis, and that being undefeated unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, because he wants to regain his titles, okay? With that said, Teofimo Lopez, 16 wins, no losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. Teofimo Lopez is 24 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. He's scheduled to face his mandatory challenger in IBF mandatory challenger, undefeated Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., and it's looking like that's going to take place October 17th, okay, possibly in Australia. So with that said, he's not going to be available. It seemed like they had plans for Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez Part 2 or October 2nd. If Teofimo Lopez would have stayed on the scheduled date to fight George Kambosos Jr. of June 5th, then it was moved back to June 19th, then it was moved back to August 14th. Now it looked like it's going to be moved back to October 17th. So they initially scheduled the plan to have the rematch October 2nd on pay-per-view, but that's not the case. Now, Bob Arum is saying that Vasily Lomachenko, he wants to fight the absolute best. Remember, Devin Haney was the WBC mandatory challenger for Vasily Lomachenko after Vasily Lomachenko beat British star, Olympic gold medalist, lightweight title contender Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title. Once he beat Luke Campbell, Devin Haney became the mandatory challenger. But Bob Arum, he says, it was too bad that Devin Haney was signed to the wrong promotional company. He said this on record to Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, who co-promotes Devin Haney, and Devin Haney fights on DAZN. Well, that's no longer the case. Devin Haney is now a network free agent. He deals with DHP Promotion, Devin Haney Promotions, but he still uses Eddie Hearn as a co-promoter. But in this case, it would be DHP Promotions and Bob Arum doing business. So with that said, it's looking like we could possibly get this fight, December, right? Because it should be no reason as to why it's standing in the way. What does Richard Commey bring to the table? Richard Commey is a former IBF world champion, but he too was knocked out by Teofimo Lopez, okay? So Richard Commey, 30 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 27 big wins by way of knockout. One time in his career, he was knocked out. 34 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach. He was last seen in the ring February this year when he got a KO victory over Jackson Marinez, okay? Brutal KO victory. Prior to that, he had been, last time he fought was 2019 when he lost himself being knocked out by Teofimo Lopez, okay? Now he was the IBF mandatory, he was the IBF champion, but right now he currently doesn't bring anything to the table, okay? not more so than what Devin Haney brings. Devin Haney is a much bigger fight for Vasily Lomachenko. He was the mandatory challenger. Like I said, Bob Arum says it was too bad that Devin Haney was on the wrong side of the street, and that Vasily Lomachenko was going to petition to be franchised. The newly franchised that was just introduced to the boxing world when 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who currently right now is the unified super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez, petitioned to be the WBC mandatory franchise champion, so that way he didn't have to fight his mandatory challenger and undefeated 2-division world champion, who currently is the reigning WBC middleweight champion, due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez was franchised, not being Jamal Lyons Only Charlo, who was Canelo Alvarez mandatory. Then he was franchised, so the fight didn't have to happen. So with that said, Canelo Alvarez stayed franchised. Jamal Charlo was elevated to WBC champion. Same situation here with Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the mandatory. Vasily Lomachenko was the franchise champion. Devin Haney became the super champion. So now Bob Arum is saying it's a strong possibility that we can get Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Now, obviously, it's easier for Bob Arum to make a fight with Richard Commey, because Richard Commey is signed to Top Rank and ESPN and Bob Arum. Okay, so it's an in-house fight. When it comes to Devin Haney, he's a network free agent, which means that he can fight on ESPN. But he has his own promotional company he's bringing to the table in DHP. So that means a share of the pie has to go to DHP Promotions, Devin Haney Promotions, which means Devin Haney is his own boss, and which means that Devin Haney is going to keep 100% of whatever split of the pie he gets, where Bob Arum is not going to get a percentage of Devin Haney, Bill Haney, father trainer and manager's percentage. He's not going to get a cut of that. When it's Richard Commey, he gets a cut of both guys' purses. Not going to get a cut of Devin Haney's purse. He's not going to get anything on the back end with Devin Haney. He's just get a big fight, and everything will come out on the end of Vasily Lomachenko. So this is a high-profile fight. Lomachenko's not getting any younger. Devin Haney has been calling for this fight for quite some time. It just makes sense. December 11th, it just makes all the sense in the world. But again, like I told you guys, it's much easier to make a fight with Richard Commey because Bob Arum keeps 100% of the revenue. So I'm almost certain that Richard Commey will be the chosen opponent. I got my fingers crossed that it's Devin Haney, because I love the style matchup. Now, Devin Haney, he's going to have a significant arm reach advantage over Lomachenko, significant height advantage over Lomachenko. Lomachenko is more so 5'6", with a 64-inch arm reach, so he has very short arms. Devin Haney is going to have nearly, he has a 72-inch arm reach to Lomachenko's 64, so he's going to have an 8-inch arm reach advantage, and he's going to have a 2-inch to 3-inch height advantage over Vasily Lomachenko. Very slick boxer Devin Haney is, has power, respectable power. Okay, a lot of people say he doesn't have power. He has respectable power. Lomachenko, is not a big power puncher himself. He got a lot of stoppage victories. Guys was frustrated and quitting on their stool. He was considered to be the matrix, all the angles and things of that nature that he uses to frustrate his opponents. Very, very quick, very, very fast, very, very, technically skilled. Lomachenko is a very great fighter, okay? He stayed in the amateurs for a very long time. That's the reason why he doesn't have an extensive professional resume, okay? But he's fought some very good fighters, if not great fighters. Now, you look at the fight with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, okay? Teofimo Lopez was outboxing Vasily Lomachenko. I think that Devin Haney is a better pure boxer than Teofimo Lopez, and he's more rangy than Teofimo Lopez. He's quicker than Teofimo Lopez. Now, Teofimo Lopez has more power than Devin Haney, for sure, okay? But Devin Haney is slicker. He's quicker. He has quicker feet and quicker hands, okay? He's more rangy. It means he could touch Lomachenko from a distance that Lomachenko can't touch him. Now, Lomachenko is very crafty, okay? But you just look at the fight for the first 7 rounds. Teofimo Lopez clearly was outboxing Vasily Lomachenko. And then rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11, Lomachenko hit the switch, and he absolutely turned it up on Teofimo Lopez. in the 10th round, looked like he was getting ready to stop Teofimo Lopez at one point in time. But Teofimo Lopez, he had a big 12th round, looked like he was on the verge of stopping Vasily Lomachenko. So he got the unanimous decision victory, obviously, Teofimo Lopez, and the rest is history. So this would make for a very, very interesting fight. We know Devin Haney has been campaigning to get a fight with Teofimo Lopez, but this would be a step in the right direction. If Devin Haney gets this fight, beats Vasily Lomachenko, well, what other fight is there to make for Teofimo Lopez than the Devin Haney fight? Now, Devin Haney is willing to go up to 140. We know Teofimo Lopez, he's been uttering sentiments that he wants to go to junior welterweight. He wanted to face Josh Taylor, undefeated, undisputed junior welterweight world champion, British superstar boxer. Josh Taylor told every time he gets a chance, Teofimo Lopez needs to fight Devin Haney and legit make himself the undisputed champion, because he's not. He has a franchise WBC title. He doesn't have the official WBC title. So with that said, you know, Devin Haney has mandatories. Teofimo Lopez doesn't. That lets you know who's the official champion. So this would be a great fight, a very technical fight for Lomachenko and Devin Haney. High-level, high-speed chess match between the two. And I think it would be an absolute great fight, great technical fight. It would do big numbers, bigger than Lomachenko versus Richard Commey for sure. But again, Bob Arum won't be able to keep 100% of the revenue in-house. That's what the hesitation, in my opinion, comes from. We got to see if Bob Arum, who said that he's willing to make the fight and willing to negotiate, let's see if he actually stands on that square, or he's just using Devin Haney's name at this point in time, and Lomachenko is using Devin Haney's name to promote a fight with Richard Commey to get some buzz going. Ironically, Richard Commey, Devin Haney just put, "What's next for me? Who's going to be my next opponent?" And Richard Commey, he responded by saying, "You capping right now. You know I want the fight. I'm going to petition the WBC for the fight." And then the next day we hear that Richard Commey is going to deal in place to fight Lomachenko. So you never know in the sport of boxing. But this is a fight that needs to happen, Devin Haney and Lomachenko. High-profile fight needs to happen. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.